You might ask, why camp? Well, I'll tell you it's for the outdoor education and the hands-on learning or the new opportunities and the real experiences. YMCA, Camp Grady, Spruce. Come take a look.
I thought it was really fun because you don't really get an experience like that every day.
Camp was awesome!
If you learn out here, you really get to see how it is, but just learning and sitting on a desk all day isn't just, that experience you should get.
The benefits from the whole program are so incredible. There are things that you cannot measure that are beneficial. We're told that we're trying to close the achievement gap between the low socioeconomic kids and the high ones from all different backgrounds. And there's nothing better than giving them experiences. It develops their vocabulary. It gives them a grounding for when we go back to the classroom. It's been proven that is, the socioeconomics is the one main difference. You can predict the scores when they reach college. So if we can give them a leg up by coming out and giving them experiences and hands-on, so that when we get back to the classroom, they'll have that prior experience to draw upon, so that they will have touched fossils. They will have been to the top of a peak and seen that the rocks are big and that at the bottom they're small and that there's erosion going down the pathways. They can see, rocks skipping on a lake and see the island and maybe think about how it was formed. There's just nothing better than that 360 experience for them to draw upon. And every year, it never fails. All of the kids who come, I'll think back in class and I'll say, okay, remember when we were on Devil's Island? Do you remember looking down? Do you remember the layers of the island? Oh, yeah, we remember that. And there's just nothing better to draw upon than that experience.
Now, big difference between a millipede and a centipede. And like we said, this guy is a member of the FBI. Check this thing out as it's going.
Reduce, absolutely. Reducing is the most important thing that we're going to do out of those 3 R's. Because if we're using less, then we need less resources, right?
3, 2, 1. Communicate.
Slow down if you get
Andy, put one foot here. Yeah.
Good job. Let's start again and talk about a plan for what happened. No one tried to catch her because she didn't have enough kinetic energy. What are we supposed to do on the side? All of you should try to catch her.
Things I was involved in and a lot of fun things to do.
A deciduous tree will drop all of its leaves. And then it goes into kind of a hibernation mode, for winter. And then come springtime, it'll produce leaves again and start photosynthesize. You know about photosynthesis? This bobcat is ferocious. It stalks the rabbit and munches it. Oh, it's horrible. The carnage.
The main part is the calcium. And so what we are looking for is the calcium. And how we do that is we take an acid.
My favorite, we went to go in this big, huge bubble, the Star Lab, and we looked at constellations.
So you have your soil, your air, your sunlight, and you need
a shoulder amount on there. Was it hard or easy to trust each other? Yeah, you guys felt like you could trust each other. He's got to ride through every single pipe piece. What's gonna make Frank go faster? Come up with one that you think will work the best and everyone agrees on.
Well, in Texas we have a standardized test,
and it's really important that the kids, that we teach the TEKS and we teach the standards. In our classroom, I don't have trees, I don't have large rocks, I don't have mountains, and so it's fantastic that we can bring our kids to a classroom without walls. That's kind of how we refer to our science campus. We're coming to a classroom without walls.
They don't always get to come out to a place that is as untouched as, let's say, Johnson's Peak or Devil's Island, so they get to build on their background knowledge and their life experience along with what we're focusing on for the science curriculum.
I see little girls who have never touched a fish before touch a fish. I see kids who had never thought about walking around with a flashlight at night, walking around with a flashlight. And then everything we do here, every moment of the day is just jam-packed with education.
Oh, I love it. It's a great educational opportunity for our kids. It's outdoor education. It's what I call stealth learning. They learn a ton, but they don't know they're learning. It's fun.
No, they're harmless, but they're really neat to find, right?
Yeah, I've never seen one.
And that's a cool adaptation. What is the adaptation that he has? Camouflage, right?
The lessons that they learn here, it's really interesting because they get to apply things that they've learned in the classroom to the actual outdoor activity that we're doing.
We got litter, duff, and humus.
It's just a fantastic opportunity for kids to learn and apply what they've learned in practical terms. We had about 6 girls who got off the bus and said, "Ooh, bugs, oh, do we have to, when can we go home?" And by the time our time here was up, "Can we stay another week?" The transformation is amazing. Many of these kids have never been in an outdoor education environment before. They're doing things for the first time, things they've never done before. They're canoeing, they're horseback riding, they're hiking, they're going through mountain trails, they're doing archery, they're experiencing things that will give them memories to last a lifetime. I would recommend this to any and every school that can find a way to do it. It's just a tremendous, tremendous learning experience for kids.
I like that we can bring kids to camp who never have that opportunity. Bring these kids that, flip through pages in their books and they see all of these different parts of the water cycle, the soil cycle, and then they come out here and they remember that and they put it all together.
You're actually standing in front of, touching, seeing what they're working with, and I really feel like that helps with the learning experience. They can tell you the different stuff that they saw on trail, not just something that they looked at in a book, but something that they picked up and held in their hands. They're actually touching, feeling, standing right in front of the lessons that we're trying to go over.
It is important to see a food chain out here and not in a book, not as a picture or as a diagram or as a chart or just reading a couple sentences about it, because they can fully understand how important it is and how it works just out here.
We're out on the trail, we're in and amongst nature and all the components that the schools are talking about. YMCA Camp Grady Spruce Outdoor Education Program is inherently fun by design. Because the students' experience in the out-of-doors, and the staff, the teachers, and the chaperones that come with the schools, the students will learn so much and be able to use this experience throughout their school year, and then the memories that will be created through their experience that can be remembered for a lifetime. And that's what we do here at YMCA Camp Grady Spruce.
When kids come out to Camp Grady Spruce, they create memories, and their memories are memories that last years and years. They're memories that they'll take with them for a lifetime, and with those memories they take the experience, and because of that experience that these kids get at camp, I'm doing one of the most fulfilling jobs that I could think of doing, and I'm really glad that I'm doing it here.
Wait. Oh.